Lovers. Today we are going to create a code pipeline using a CloudFormation. We will write a template and then we will deploy that template to CloudFormation, and then the CloudFormation will create us all of these resources except the GitHub, because GitHub is something third party tool, and this is our source from where we are getting our code and things for to build everything for us. So we will deploy our changes into the elastic beanstalk. So first of all, what we are going to do, we have already code pipeline creating. So what we are going to do, we are going to clone that existing code pipeline, and then we have to do some changes in that file so that we can deploy that into the CloudFormation. So for doing this, we need a command, this one, and this one command for this to get the JSON data, and yeah, AWS code pipeline, get pipeline, and then the name of the pipeline, which should be this one. If you are not getting this, or maybe you are getting some error, it's just because you did not configure your AWS account with your CLI. So you should go first and do that. Otherwise, if you have already done that, then it's an easy thing to go. So this is the JSON code you get. It's all the steps we have. I mean, you can remove some steps, which means like I have added already 2-3 manual actions for that, manual things for that. And the second thing, we also remove this metadata tag. So what we need to do, just copy this, all the JSON file here, how long will it take? Just copy this one and then paste it into any text editor, or maybe I am going to use VS Code for this. So just create one new file, CloudFormation clone, no, code pipeline clone, and then I just forgot to rename it to the JSON, this one, and then just paste this code here. So we will see like this is our file we get, yeah, and the important thing is that yeah, these are the important things we need to add in it, and you will see which field is required and which is like an optional. Like the role is also like is an important, and if you see at this code, like in the CloudFormation, there's one thing that we have to write things like the first word should be capital, like it should be start with the capital. It should be not the small one, should be the capital one, and should be go with the same one. And for that way, you can use this template if you don't have any idea, or maybe if you want to learn the basics of that, you can use that. And once you do all of the changes, before going forward, I just wanted to show this template. Yeah, look at this one, we are using some GitHub. We are telling that this is our state, this is an action, or this is our source. We have to get the source. So for this code, the one we are cloning, clone the code pipeline, which have 3 source, which means like 3 different GitHub repositories, different GitHub branches, and different codes we are getting. And first of all, if you do all of these changes, which I am not going to do here in this tutorial, it should be something like this. And one more thing, we have to add this line, the type, and we have to tell that like this is our what is the service we are going to use for it. So we need at least one resource which isn't in this template, so we have to add the resource, and then we have to whatever the name of the pipeline, or maybe we should use this pipeline as well, but we have to add this resource section which is a compulsory, and then we have to mention this one, and then in you don't need to change anything else for that. But if you're using the GitHub, like we don't have an auth token, so what you're going to do for this purpose, I will obviously add a link to that auth token. Let me grab that link for you. Yes, this should be a link to get an auth token. Then how did you get an auth token? And just put it in here, or maybe you can use a system parameter or any other AWS service. You have to clean this code like the way I have done here. It should be clean. There's some important data which I am just trying to hide. Yeah, so this is something like that. We're going to, yeah, like you can see, like capital words and region and everything should be according to the template. Like if you just follow this template and you will easily get it. And this is, and you will get the GitHub from here. And I think I should have tell you everything. It's time for us to deploy this template. There's nothing else to do, so I think, yeah, now it's time for us to deploy our changes. So what I will going to do, I'm not going to upload this one because it takes a lot of time to do all of these changes which I have already done. So just go to this file and paste this command, or maybe this is like I'm doing it from the CLI, but what you can do, you can go to the CloudFormation, you can do it from the console, like just upload this file, super easy. And for there's something we need to change here, like the profile should be the profile you are using. It should be, for me it should be something like this one, for you it should be different. And then this one, application.template, means like we have to specify the name of the file, which should be in our case this one, and also the extension, I think. And then, yeah, my first tag is something like the name of the stack. It should be like demo code pipeline, and press enter. Yeah, successfully created. So this is the ID of our stack, and it will take up to like 4-5 minutes. But before we to upload all these resources, just go here, check out this CloudFormation, and we will see our CloudFormation here. Yeah, so it is super fast. We can see that our demo C code pipeline is successfully created. If we go to the events, okay, we will go to the resources, we will see the resources. It just creates us a code pipeline. Forget everything. From here you can see the template. So now it's time to go to code pipeline. And it will take a bit time. Yeah, you can see this is in progress just now, and this is the one we are cloning. Like this is the existing code pipeline which we use to clone it, and we just clone that existing code pipeline. So it means like whenever we need to delete this, or maybe recreate this one, we don't need to go step by step. We just need to upload this file and it will automatically create for us. Just go to this one, and it is asking us the manual approval. So what we are going to do, we just approve it. And if we see in the template, yeah, okay, here we have at least 2 or 3 um, manual approvals in that file. Yeah, this is the stages, and we can see like we have to clean that file a lot, I believe. Like, it is a lot of things to do, like to change here in this file, like a lot of spaces and things, but it's okay for now. I think it should work, or maybe try. Yeah, it should work, I believe. So now it is waiting for us to build. Once it will build up, the next step what we will do, we will accept this. We shouldn't accept this one because I don't want to do all the changes into this Elastic Beanstalk environment for me, and I don't want it. So we will end this tutorial once this build is successful, because it is important. It will take at least 1-2 minutes to complete this one. So since what we will see what we have done, we create a template. What we did is that we just go to a template, we clone the existing code pipeline, we post that JSON file to our VS Code, we do some changes in that file, and once all the files is done according to this template, then we deploy all the template to the CloudFormation. So there's 2 ways for doing that. One from the CLI, the command I use, and the second one from doing from the console. And once our CloudFormation is okay, we just deploy that stack, and that stack will create us this resource code pipeline. And the code pipeline is fetching all the changes or data from the GitHub, where we are using the 3 different sources, 3 different branches, and then all of these changes will go and deploy those to the codeBuild, and which we are waiting. Let's see. Yeah, it would take. I think it will take 1 or 2 minutes more. So the code pipeline is in progress, and then it will deploy this to the Elastic Beanstalk. But in that template, we did not add these manual approval processes. But you can do that. So this is our template, which we just copy from the terminal. Like we can see, like this is a GitHub data we are fetching. Okay, fine. Yeah, so we will see, like, now our build stage is okay, but I don't want to deploy all those changes into the Elastic Beanstalk, which is like everything is okay, which is okay. But for that, I just want it to go click on the review, and I will reject it. The main purpose is, like, we already created all the stages we need, and it is working for us. It is fetching data from our sources, which is 3 different sources for us, and then it asks the manual approval, and then boom, we get what we need. Thank you so much for watching.